Hi Aquarius, Empress Justice here, and welcome to the mid-May reading for Aquarius. This is for Danishta, Shatapisha, and Purva Bhadrapada. Now Aquarius, you just got to find your notes real quick. Shouldn't take long because I have them written down. So let's get started. Before we get into the notes though, let's get into your cards. We've got the 8 of Raphael, which is the 8 of Cups. The 7 of Raphael, which is the 7 of Cups, lots of Cups energy. And we have you and your loved ones are safe. So let's read what's going on here. So 8 of Raphael, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. 7 of Raphael, it says time to make a decision. I'm making this face not because of what this is saying, but what it's been evoking for me. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Aquarius, I feel like you've already made your choice. I feel like it's already been made. And I feel like you know not only what you're doing, but why you're doing it. Feels very clear. It feels very intentional. Your emotional state at the moment is clear and intentional. You're more in touch with your emotions than usual, which means that your decisions that you're making, yes, they are clearer, right? It says you and your loved ones are safe. Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life. Aquarius, I feel like you have your priorities in order. I feel like your priorities are extremely straight right now. And yeah, it just feels like there's so much clarity here. It just feels like there's so much clarity. You know what you want to do. You know exactly like how you're going to do everything. There's nothing in the way, and it can feel disorienting, right? I think I should have a look at these before I have a look at your notes. I've drawn extra tarot cards. We've got the 2 of Wands combined with the 8 of Raphael. I feel like you and another person are on the same journey, but in different directions. They're finding their freedom. They're finding their open spaces. And you're finding your home, you're finding your commitment. And the irony of that situation is that both you and the other person are growing closer because of it. Or it's like you're meeting halfway because of it. You're finding your sense of home. They're finding their sense of freedom. You're both becoming better people because of it. So not only are you emotionally moving on, it feels like you and another person are moving on together. Emotionally, you're moving on together. You're not moving separate from each other. I always love it when she shows up, because what she reflects, the Queen of Wands, is pure pleasure. I feel like this is a person that you're attached to. Might be a Leo. Actually, not just a Leo, might be a Virgo as well. This is usually associated with Pisces and Aries. Knowing what you want and going for it without any hesitation. But I feel like this is Leonine energy, but higher Leonine energy. Not the type of Leonine energy that spends so much energy on other people, thinking about other people, thinking about what they need, that they leave themselves out. No, this is somebody who has learned to contain their light and learn to contain their joy and let it fuel them so that they can be a light to other people from afar, like they need to be. I feel like this is a Leo. Like, I feel like this is Leonine energy, but it's very settled, very not calm, but like clear Leonine energy that I'm getting here. And with this, Virgo in energy, complete Virgo in energy. It's not higher, it's not lower. It's like right in the center. And then on top of that, your lives are going in opposite directions. It's weird because Aquarius, you're the one who wanted to be free. And the Leo one, or the Virgo one, I think it's a Leo. The Leo one wanted to be tied down, wanted to be rooted. But, you know, you kind of seeking open air, and Leos trying to ground themselves and root themselves. It's like both of you are being suffocated, and both of you were like, it's like you had been slot into your assigned roles, and both of you felt suffocated because of it. You felt like you couldn't breathe. But now, both of you are getting what you didn't want, and it's like there's a sense of fulfillment there. I don't think, if this used to be a romantic relationship and now you're friends, I don't think you're going to go back to a romantic relationship. But I think a friendship is going to deepen considerably here. And I feel like there will be a lot more understanding in your life between you and this particular other person. That understanding is going to deepen. That knowledge of each other, that compassion for each other is going to deepen. You're going to show up for each other more, and in ways that both of you appreciate. So it's so strange. It's like the clarity is crazy. And with regards to the new moon in Krittika, which passed on the 16th, not only was a new moon and sun there, not only was Mercury there, but Uranus was there. And Uranus is in your 4th house. Ironically, unexpected changes in your 4th house allow you to feel more settled in that house. It allows you to focus more on that house. You don't feel so hemmed in, ironically, because things are shifting so much. You no longer feel hemmed in. You don't feel like, you know, you need to escape and you can't breathe. You're no longer feeling that. Instead, you feel settled in your home. You might even feel settled in your mind. And ironically, it's because you put your emotions first here. Okay? Now, when it comes to signposts, with regards to this reading, we've got self-absorption, meditation, going within, daydreaming about love, online dating, finding love on a spiritual journey. I feel like Aquarius, you're going to find love. You're going to find love, and you're going to find commitment with somebody new, somebody who is more on your wavelength, who is kind of like learning the same lessons you're learning. Do you understand what I mean? And therefore you two have something to connect with, right? And then for your most important signpost, we've got pursuing a childhood dream and escapism. In this particular case, Aquarius, escapism for you, a great thing, because it gets you out of your mind. This is the thing about Rahuvian individuals. It's either you're able to focus on your mind or you're able to focus on your body. There is no in between. Every experience you have is all encompassing, which is why quite often you can only really focus your mind on one place. Right now, the place that you're choosing to focus on is your mind. But in this particular case, Aquarius, ordinarily it would be a bad look for you, because when you get too lost in your mind, you overanalyze, you get too detached. But in this particular case, you escaping through your mind to places where you want to be, that is actually going to be really, really good for your mental health for some of you, right? Like taking the time to do things that you love and enjoy is going to be really good for your mental health. And yeah, I feel like you're starting to understand what love really is. And you're starting to understand that the traps that you thought happiness was bringing you, it wasn't happiness leading you into that trap. It was something else. It was, you know, it was feeling like you didn't really know who you were. And I felt like you needed to be out there and in the world to know who you were. But then some of you found yourself stuck indoors or stuck at work or stuck confined, only for you to realize, hang on, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. you know what I mean? So yeah, Aquarius, you're moving on. Emotionally, in here, you're moving on. And you're moving on to really, really great things. So yeah, that was for Aquarius. That was for Danishta, Shatabisha, and Podra. I'm sorry for my Western Aquarians. You were more than welcome here. I really hope you got something out of it. For Sun, Moon, and Lugna, all right? Now, I am Empress Justice. I'll see you in the next reading. Peace and blessings.